bad advice, but she always took it as criticism. And really, all I was trying to do was just help. Welcome to Friday Night Live. With all due respect. What were you doing on it anyway? People ring. Go lay down. You almost knocked my sucker out of my. Yeah, you're a good girl, Margaret. Oh, Yoakum, yes, I got my socks on. Oh, yeah, I got my socks on. Yeah, but it's nice today. It got up to 70 something today. I sit outside, love my kitty cats, fed them some tuna fish, eat some loving. Half of the kitty cats wasn't out there for supper. Remember this weekend, especially Saturday night, if you in the time change, which Saturday night before we go to bed, we move clocks up an hour here. That's what we do here in Indiana and other parts of the United States. And let's see if, come on, get off of there. Your kitty cat's being bad kitty cats tonight. You people over in England, and I guarantee you I'm going to kill me some cats. Why do you have to jump on my lap when you get down? And people who's in England, in a town called Charmouth, Charmouth, England. I don't know where that is. And that's where my friend Butch Givens lives. Well, his brother passed away this week. I think his name is Alan Givens. It's Butch's brother who lives in Charmouth, Charmouth in England. And I don't know where that is in England, people. His name is Butch Givens, a classmate. And his brother passed away, and I guess, hello, Butter Toast. No audio. How come I ain't got no audio? I got audio now. No, I hear audio feedback, so I know I got audio. And I want you to say prayers for the Givens family here in Indiana. You people in England that knows where Charmouth, Charmouth in England. And Butch is a classmate of mine. And I think his wife he married is from England, I believe. I don't know. I haven't seen him for a few years. Last time I saw Butch, he was at the. Can you hear me now, Butter Toast? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? I know I got audio. It could be on your end. See, Butch and I, well, when Butch and Alan and all of us was going to school back in the days, and Butch lived up in the Pleasant Ridge subdivision. That's when I used to drink alcohol and smoke Mary Jane. And and he had a monkey. That monkey loved to drink beer. I set my beer down. Cotton picker, you either lay down or get the hell out of my bedroom. I'm getting tired of you running back and forth. Sorry about that, but she's driving me bananas tonight for some reason. I guess because the weather's changed outside. And I set my beer down. That's when you had it in the returnable bottle. Go to the bathroom, come back out. That monkey's sitting there drinking my beer. Hello, Boppet. How you doing tonight? Thank you for the hearts, people.
Fire District 1, unknown injuries, 18.4, South I-55, being Monroe Fire District 1, received unknown injuries, 18.4, South I-55, I'm out, 2138.
Well, that's around Henryville exit. 18.5 is right before the Henryville exit. Some kind of wreck. Happy birthday to anybody who was born today. Happy anniversary if you got married today. Thank you all that have subscribed to me. Give me the thumbs up. And, you know, it's a pretty day today. My flood creek went down. The west side of my property went down. The backyard where my ladder lines went down, so I can flush my toilet now. Anybody who lives out in the country, you know, you got a septic tank and you got ladder lines. And, you know, when your yard floods like that, your ladder lines gets full. That's one thing I don't like. Maybe if I live high up on the hill where the water drains better, it probably wouldn't be like it. You know, I'm still learning how to be a country boy. I had company early today, but she has to work tomorrow. You know, she brought me another 24 pack of Pepsi Zero. So, also, I want to thank all the nurses all over the planet, even other countries, in the hospital. It takes a very special person to be a nurse that works in a hospital, in the ER, the ICU, trauma, critical care, burn unit, taking care of little babies. You know, it takes a very special person to do that. So if you people, the next time you go visit somewhere that got nurses, thank them for the service. Remember, the nurses is on the line. They see you before the doctor does. They take your blood pressure. They take your blood, your temperature. They're first in line because they write all that in their paperwork. That way the doctor looks at it. So they're first in line. They don't get paid like a doctor does, but I say they do more work than a doctor does except surgery, unless you're a operator nurse in the operating room. So, but you know, everybody school's out for the weekend. And just drive safe, get your groceries, get what you have in your budget. Maybe get you some oranges and grapes, tangerines, pears. Have you some fruit. And it's getting garden time, people. Learn about taking care of a garden and plant food. And learn how to can your food. You can can tomatoes, corn, beets, sweet potatoes, onions, everything you grow in your garden. You can learn to can your food. Ashes, and you can plant pumpkins, watermelons. You know, and if you can have chickens where you live. If you live in the city and a town, you got to check your local law. Having chickens and roosters. You know, chickens don't crow like roosters does. And where they get you on the noise is most towns and city has noise ordinance. I miss my chickens. I miss my rooster. I turned my heat lamp off this morning, and it's still off because it's about 65 outside right now, so don't need a heat lamp on. I got my temperature setting on about 67, and it's about 74 in here, and it's hot to me. And also, people, send prayers out to the Givens family. I think it was Alan Givens. He's about 71. And Butch Givens lives over in England in a place called Charmouth, Charmouth, England. I don't know where that is. That's when I got off of the funeral home site. That's where Butch and his wife is from, or that's where they live. Because Butch been in England for over 30 years, probably 40 years, because we've been out of school about 53 years. So he probably been there about 50 years in England. And old Butch and his family is great people. Alan's going to be missed. I think I got his name, but I didn't write it down. They're going to show him Sunday, March the 8th from noon to 6 p.m. Then Monday, I didn't write it down because that's the funeral, like an idiot. And about time you all being good. Where's Dummy? Alex. Where's your mama since she's being the bad kitty cat tonight? And whose video did I watch today? I want to get people for not writing it down. I know it's a YouTuber. Was it Justin? Was it Jessica? Oh, it was Beatles, my granddaughter, who's going to be a good, because God gave her a special thing. And tomorrow's Saturday, and it's also Food Stamp Day. I might have to go get a few things. I know at least ice cream. But just people, you be careful out there. I got to put my glass. Hello, official. How you doing? Welcome back to this Saturday. Oh boy, you see, today's Friday, and I'm just thinking Saturday. That's what happens when you get old, people. You forget what day it is. And there goes some more red hearts. Thank you all, whoever's doing it. But I might go to the sale barn sometime after 9 or 10 o'clock. It depends on the weather, because where I live here in Indiana, you can look it up. I live in what they call the Ohio Valley. And you never know what the weather's going to do in the Ohio Valley. I saw on the news up at Seymour. Seymour is about the 50-mile marker. 50, Highway 7, Highway 3. I forget other roads Upper and Seymour. The tow truck just showed up across the road and it flooded. They had a 18-wheeler. It was red, maybe a milk container type trailer, I would say. Because up where he at, there is some dairy farmers. So I say that was probably a milk 18-wheeler picking up some milk. But I think I might sleep with my window open tonight. Like I say, it's 70, 74 in here. To me, that is hot. So, and I've been watching videos before I came live of police pursuits in Arkansas, Texas, and I forget what state it was. They had this one cop that was chasing this white Chevy truck. The radio kept cutting out to dispatch. Then the chief got in the pursuit. This happened probably, the video I saw was 2022. And this idiot, young idiot, they chased him 47 point some odd miles in a pursuit. He hit, I guess, a bridge, and the chief kind of walked up there with his gun out. He got shot, I think, twice, and he back to duty a year after he got shot. Then I saw another video where they was chasing somebody. I don't know if it was Arkansas or somewhere, that 2 police officers got killed. But the best videos I like, you see, it's nurses that been at a hospital maybe 6 weeks or so, who's a military medic or a sniper, or both, and how them doctors put them nurses down. You know, I like videos like that. Some of those YouTube videos I watch, you know, in that category, they want to know what city and what state you're in. Don't never put in what city you're watching from. I disagree with those people on those YouTube channels. You can put your state, but don't put your city in. That's my opinion. But any videos like that, they want to know where you're watching from. And they ask for your city or state. Don't put your city in. That's how they steal your ID. So I'm just giving you all some ideas to not what to do. I gotta get up and I gotta open that window. So I gotta move my tripod. Well, I can open this window there. And then watch the flies come in. See, that didn't take me long to walk around my bed and open my window up. I wonder when my kitty cat's gonna notice it. I want to say hi to all the good-looking foxy ladies all over the world. You know, I want to say hi to all the Jessicas, all the Bettys, Lisas, Kellys, Ritas. There's a lot more. I wish I had some ice cream, but I have some tomorrow. So I can wait until tomorrow for ice cream. I wonder which tow truck it is. Oh, he was just coming out. He must drop one off and now he's leaving. Here he's just telling me bye. It could be the woman tow truck driver. She's real good looking. And I hope everybody had a good day at work. And I hope you men helping those ladies in their flower bed where you all can have nice flowers. The rose bush I planted last year, I ain't got the green thumb for a rose bush. I can plant other flowers, they come up. So I'm gonna have to wait on it. We didn't go to Charlestown today because he didn't have no medicine. We picked up the mail Tuesday, so don't have to worry about that until next Friday. You all see what next Friday is? It's Friday the 13th. Oh my goodness. And you all superstitious about Friday the 13th? So How many of you people on Friday night miss Blue Bloods? I miss Blue Blood, but was it Blue or Blue Boston? I don't like that. So that's one thing I miss. Yeah, I'm hoping it's not bad, but 709, there's people that don't like Friday the 13th or Black Cat or so that's one thing, you know. Who else videos did I watch today? Like I say, I like watching these stories about those nurses working in the hospital and all this. My son and I, we was watching a video the other day on YouTube. I'm trying to remember. It was a video, something about the CIA. He was watching and I was watching. Once it started doing the circles, and YouTube took it down, or our government took it down. There must have been some truth into something, you know. You know, it's Yeah, I want to thank your people that has helped us old people here on YouTube. So, you know, I like I said, you all great family. I got to think sometimes what I should say to change stuff, but I've been watching the birdies since it's not snowing. And they're not eating that much food. But when it gets, springtime, then I take the bird feeder down and put it up for the summertime and and start getting my hummingbird feeder out. But that won't be out till probably April or May, probably about May, because it still can snow in April and May. I have seen it snow in May during the Kentucky Derby. I was a good looking young little boy back in my younger days. Aha. But people, the Ohio Valley, it don't mean you live in Ohio. Ohio Valley covers, I think, 3 or 4 states. I think Indiana, Kentucky, maybe Illinois, Ohio. I don't know. You have to look it up. I forget how many states is in the Ohio Valley. And you never know what the weather's going to do. And 709, you be safe on your little flying trip. It must be a long ways away because I wouldn't fly. I don't like to fly. I know they said it's safer to fly because more people get killed on the highways than they do planes. That's true, but I just don't like to fly. So if people don't fly on the airplane, you better, believe in God. Believe in God. Have God watch over that plane when you take a trip. You know, anything can happen. The engine can fail, or they can shoot you down, or hijack the computers in the airplane. They got all kinds of computers in those airplanes nowadays, and I wouldn't trust them. I like the old planes, fly by stick, not by wires or computers, stuff like that. That's just me. Maybe because I'm old fashioned. And, anybody that come and try to find me, you ain't gonna find me. You can use the GPS and it'll send you to the east side. And I don't know why Google or whatever or any GPS does it. Here's what I'm trying to say, people. I live on the west side. Say number one west side. There's a house on the east side. It's number one. The same. Oh, you do? Okay. I guess 709 told you where I live. Because 709 knows exactly where I live. He knows the house number. He knows the cell phone number. And not too many people knows where I live. Well, my ex-wife Fox Lady does, and a few other girls knows where I live. You know, I like living where I live. It's quiet and I do hear the trains when they go by. You know, when I first moved into this house back in 18, around January, February, and it took me maybe a week or two to get used to those trains. I got the train frequency in my old Bearcat, Unidan, whatever it is, and I don't know train talk. They say QSL, marker, so and so is clear south. You know, I know where I live too. I live in Indiana in a house out in the boonies. Joanne, I know where you live. You live in a house out there in a nice country and all that, and got back. Uh-oh, here's where Joanne's going to kill me. You got 10 boyfriends. I make you feel good. You, instead of me having hillbilly girls, you got hillbilly guys. You know, that's not bad. You know, you can buy a new zero turn for around 2,200 in that price range. But make sure, people, if you know a mechanic, you know, take him with you to look at. Just like if you go out and buy you a pickup truck or car, take your mechanic with you. Or a dependable, like a Lowe's or Home Depot or Orscheln or Ace Hardware store. People like that knows their lawnmower, because usually people, they would trade in lawnmowers and they would have to go over the lawnmower, make sure everything is perfect on it. Uh, but I like to have a zero turn. When this person came over last year with his zero turn, it's not a Hustler or a toy belt. I don't. What's that start with? An N or a K? No, that's not Kubota. I think it starts with an N. Novus. I don't know. He cut my acre of grass in about 15 minutes, 15 to 18 minutes. Because it was, the width was 65 inches of his zero turn. If I had the zero turn, first couple of times, it's going to take me longer to cut it because you got to get used to any new lawnmower. But with God's help, I'm gonna get a new lawnmower. But I ain't going in debt. I got too many bills. I got too many bills and not enough money. If my yard was fenced in, then I could have billy goats. But, it takes money to fence in your yard. So I can't do that either. My son, let's see, maybe it was Tuesday. Yeah, it was Tuesday. He got a pecan pie. I ate one little slice of it. He said it tastes funny. I told him, I said, it could be some of your medicine that you're taking. It throws your taste buds off. It's been a long time since I had a pecan pie. And it tastes okay to me. So I might get me some kind of pie tomorrow when, it depends if I go to the sale barn there in Scottsburg, Indiana, on Main Street around 9 or 10 o'clock. From there I go to the JC store up in Scottsburg. And that's, those people in Scott County, even in Scottsburg, they're very nice. They're very polite. I like those people. I'd be looking, say if I'm at the JC store in Scottsburg and I'm hunting for something, one of the employees said, "Sir, you need any help?" I said, "I'm trying to find so-and-so." They take me right to it. They're polite. I appreciate people like it that's polite. Even the good-looking ladies that works at the JC store in Scottsburg is very polite. And I love them. Clark County people, some of them acts like a-holes. But you got a few. But every place I go in Scott County and talk to people, they're very nice, very respectful. And I thank them for being so nice. That's how I was raised, people. You be nice to people, they be nice to you. You be a a-hole to people, they gonna treat you as a a-hole. Like some of you don't like the police officers. One of the videos I watching, he started running from the cops. Well, he had a warrant. Or no, failure to appear and a warrant. And they was just going to issue him a ticket. But since he ran from them, that brought other charges. No matter if you got drugs in the car or a warrant or your driver's license suspended, just pull over and take your medicine like a young lady and a young man. Because you take off running, that's going to put more charges on you. And if you just pull over and be nice, they might write you a ticket or take you to jail and they OR you out. You know, it pays to be nice to people. But after watching videos today of the Arkansas State Troopers, if I was young, I would apply for the Arkansas State Police. I like them Arkansas State Police. And I like them. I can't say nothing bad about them. You know, you be nice to them, they treat you with respect. But you got some cops out there in the United States, they treat you like an a-hole no matter how nice you are. And I just don't like it. That's what I tried to do. I try to teach you younger people to be polite to people. And that's one, because then you get respect back. I could fix me some boiled eggs. I'd do that tomorrow. It's just too hot in the house to boil eggs. I had oatmeal today, and I kind of had Velveeta lasagna, or whatever you want to call it, bows. And I had me a tangerine. I think I took my medicine today, but I ain't going to take it again. I just wait until tomorrow when I get up and take my medicine. But I did take my vitamins. So I think I took my 10 to 15 pills. I gotta put my glasses on where I can see what time it, how long I've been on. Oh, I've been on here almost an hour. And that's what I'm going to do, people. Make my videos an hour at a time. Since it is getting warm, it probably be some wrecks. There's usually wrecks up there close to my house on the interstate. But sometimes there's some wrecks at the county road and the highway. People don't pay attention. Sometimes there's wrecks up on 31 Leota and Highway 356 right there by the dollar store because people don't pay attention. People, please pay attention when you're driving. And like I know you all like to listen to music when you're driving. Turn it down and watch the road. Look in your mirror, your side mirror. Have your eyes go back and forth. Watch the side of the road. That way you won't hit any deer or whatever. That's it. What? Margaret? You just came off of heat. You don't go in heat every other week. It must be this stupid cat food doing it. But I could fix me. Nah. I was thinking of fixing peanut butter and crackers. I still might do that. Drink a glass of water too. Because usually when I eat food, I gotta drink water. And I want you ladies to be safe. Ladies, it's not your fault that you're getting abused by your mate. Don't believe your mate said he or she won't do it again. I knew people that said that, and they keep doing it. Always make you a police report where you have a paper trail. So, and another thing, people, thank a nurse for their service. They're first in line. They first see you when you go in the hospital. And they do everything. Then the doctors come in after, first in line. They don't make money like a doctor does. I don't know what their pay is, but it takes a very special person to be a nurse in a hospital, a nursing home. Because us old people, we can get downright mean when we're in a nursing home. I'd be mean. I'd be mean because I would kill somebody. And that's a fact. 'Cause you can't have your kitty cats in a nursing home or a retirement home. And that's what keeps me going. My kitty cats I got in here and the cats outside. You know, they give me unconditional love. I give them love. You know, they know when it gets warm, my outside cats knows I'm going to sit in the chair and pet them, feed them out of the can of canned food. I gave them tuna fish, and I, get my knife, my kitchen knife where they won't cut anything, put tuna on it, they come up there and take the tuna off of the knife. Or if I had a fork or a spoon, they would do that. But I'm still missing my 2 orange tomcats. Like I say, when it gets warmer, they'll be back home. They might be gone for a couple of weeks, but I don't know why they're going out catting. Because there's plenty female cats outside. You know. They get fed good. They get fed tuna fish. They get fed hot dogs, sausage, chicken, and other stuff. So I wouldn't know why they would go out catting around. Just like some of the men who's married, they would go out catting around. And some of the females would go out catting around too. So, people, you have a great weekend. Tomorrow, Saturday, I probably say no. Unless they have a wreck or something like that. But otherwise, I'm going to take Saturday off. Because I know you're all my YouTube family. You keep me going. And I appreciate your people. You tell me some of you tell me your problems. I tell you, try to get you some help or something like that. You all help me out. Like you're my real family. And I appreciate your beautiful people, Christian people. So I'll let you go since it's Friday night and you're probably watching your grandkids for the weekend or Friday night. Or school's out for the weekend, your parents are spending time with your kids. So God bless you all, and I'll catch you all later. So good night, I love you. Put your faith in the God.